Alright guys, so for today's video, we're going to be checking out Chuckle sandwich clips because honestly, I don't really watch a lot of like the Chuckle sandwich podcast, which I think is like Slimecicle, Ted, and Schlatt. At least I think that's some of the people in it. But first off, I need to change the sweatshirt into something that looks a little bit more appealing. Alrighty, well, there we go. Techno hoodie. It finally showed up today, so I'm really happy about this. Now, honestly, I was going to do probably like a third life or a last life video today, and then it was going to be like another compilation of animatics video because you guys have actually sent in a few. But then I realized I kind of want to edit those a little bit more, and with the time I have today to get this video out, since I leave tomorrow, I don't have a lot of time. So I have to make sure that I can get this one done, and I needed something easy, and a Chuckle sandwich podcast would be probably one of the easiest things to do. Though, before we get into the actual video, if you guys have not yet subscribed, go on down and do that before we start today's video. Also, Whiteboard Crew, want to be a part of it? I'll write names down after I come back, so tell me, and then remind me again that I need to get these up in like 5 days. But yes, anyway though, let's get right to the Chuckle Sandwich podcast video clips that they can't live without, that thing. Alrighty, well let's get right to these Chuckle Sandwich clips.
Schlatt, the money is waiting. Get back over here.
How did
I'm
Schlatt...
literally wearing the last headset.
Ugh.
For our audio listeners, love you to death. Schlatt's door moved, but it was the cat all along.
Dude, bro, I'm telling you, if Jambo does that, Jambo's gonna give Schlatt a heart attack one of these days.
So, I mean, I don't make my whole fucking internet persona about jerking off to gay porn, but I mean...
Oh, so we're lying today.
Schlatt, you got something to say there?
Right this second.
Schlatt, if you ask for an apology one more time, we're taking you out of that cube and putting you in the void dome.
You want the void dome, Schlatt?
Apologize!
Remember when we had a fourth member of the podcast?
Oh,
No one
I
else
remember
does
this
anymore.
clip.
Schlatt, because of his intense... I suppose you could
Yep.
call it sort of a detox.
Say it.
Detox on beef jerky. He's reverted to his childlike tendencies, and he's currently in the corner of a room, wah, like a little baby boy.
Yep,
Hopefully
he is.
returns. I can't. He's not even yelling anymore. He's just silent.
I remember this
What are
as
you
an
doing
animation. Yep, I saw this as an
Doing
animation.
sit-ups?
It was brilliant.
He's exhausted too much. Schlatt, all you got in there is beef jerky, man. You're gonna look like beef jerky when you're done with that.
I thought it was paralyzed, low key. I couldn't move. Like the below my neck would not move for I think 2 hours. So anyone with epilepsy,
God.
don't worry,
That
you don't
must
get
be terrifying.
paralyzed.
So,
Yeah.
another question about that, Minx.
Oh, okay.
Why did they bring you back to life?
Got Schlatt! Why? What is it with you and Migs? What do you have against her?
Fuck.
God, Schlatt.
So given all this, what easily is the hardest, most traumatic thing we've had on the podcast so far?
Damn it, Schlatt. Come
What part of
on.
the sandwich do you think you
I
are?
can't believe you just said that. I can't believe you.
You're surprised, Ted?
For the chops, I think.
You were made for the chops.
And so once I realized
You were
this,
made for the chops and to be played with.
I embrace it.
To play with.
I was made to be submissive and breedable.
What?
Wow. Yeah, that's beautiful. Well, I hope you breed.
Looking at
I hope you breed and
production
submiss
over here.
well.
They're
They
having
just found out his
trying to
penis
knock
doesn't
it
work,
out.
so they're still reeling on that one. You want to get into? Want to deep dive? Okay, all right. No deep dive.
No, he
deep
can't.
dive.
So, Ludwig,
Yeah.
let's dive into you.
No.
When were you ever feeling the most submissive and breedable?
Right. Okay.
No.
Someday.
Am I missing context there? What? Was that the Submissive and Breedable podcast? I'm confused.
Will be consumed
Okay.
by a red giant sun.
True.
And
Maybe.
every trace of all of the history that ever existed upon this planet, including any legacy that we could ever procure.
Nah, bro.
Will
Nah,
be
bro. I don't believe
annihilated.
that. I don't believe that.
You're
I think
trying
we're
to go
gonna. I'm
interstellar?
No,
You're
I'm
trying
gonna
to go
invent something.
space Schlatt?
Oh yeah, baby! I'm
No,
pumping.
I'm
I'm
just
putting
saying.
slime in a cannon and I'm shooting it out to God. And
You're
I'm
not
saying that's
actually
me.
made of
Listen.
slime.
What is
Hey,
this?
listen, all I'm saying is, in the time it'll take for that shit to happen, we'll definitely have figured out a way to get Earth moving outside of this fucking sphere.
We're gonna move Earth.
Well, I hope.
I don't know how in that-
Move Earth. Of course, we're gonna move Earth.
How?
Billions of years in the future, we're talking about. Humans have only been a thing for like 10,000 years, right?
You don't mean move people. You mean move Earth.
Yes, I'm
Well,
telling you,
technically-
we're gonna.
Well, Slime, technically that is
I'm telling
moving
you,
people
they're
as
gonna-
well. It's just moving
we're
them
gonna
with the
move
Earth.
You keep saying
I'm
you're gonna
sorry.
invent
this
something
is absolutely goddamn insane. This is like saying when
It's not insane.
you know what? We gotta go. Let's make Pangea again because that's where we came from.
It's
we
not
gotta push
insane.
everything together. We gotta
It's
put it
not
all
insane.
together.
If Earth is still around, like we're gonna move it.
There's no physical way that the way the human race is, there's no way in a billion years we're gonna be able to move the Earth because we're not gonna be here in a million years.
Are we gonna take
Well, in a
Mars with
billion
us,
years,
too?
not a million.
Maybe, probably, because
Okay,
it'll
I'm
still,
done.
it will still be doing shit.
What about the moon? Are we
I'm
keeping
done
the
for
moon?
today.
It'll be a rock,
there?
Schlatt.
Dude, you're
I'm
you're
done.
acting like this is so far-fetched. You don't even know what's going to be going on billions of years down the road,
Schlatt,
and you
we
don't
can't
think the
even-
birthplace of humanity. You think all humans are going to be like, no, I don't give a fuck about this. Let's let the sun swallow it up.
No, they're gonna be
Where
dead,
we all
Schlatt. They're gonna be
started,
gone.
where we all
Why
came
would they
from?
give a fuck
You don't
enough
even think
so
some.
many years down
You don't
the
even
line
think
to
some
come
fucking
back and say,
billionaire.
"Oh, no,
You don't
our
think
big
some fucking
globe.
billionaire is
Let's
gonna be
make a
like,
big
oh, I want the
fucking
Earth for myself,
rocket
and he's
push
gonna
it
put a
out of
fucking rocket on it,
orbit?
bro?
What
You're gonna
the
put a
fuck?
fucking rocket on
What
it.
does that
Something's
even
gonna happen.
mean?
The
I don't
Earth
understand.
will not be eaten by
It's like
the
an
sun.
argument
I
between two
guarantee you, it'll be
parents, and it's just
gone.
really
Where
annoying
will it
because you don't
go,
care about it.
Schlatt? Where will it go?
Charlie,
Now.
you don't need to answer that question because you're obviously taken.
I am.
I'm taken too
What?
by the game.
Charlie, would you rather?
I'll tell
Yeah,
you what I
move
watch. I watch
away.
porn, okay, Swagger, what's your
Type.
Are
favorite
you
type
watching
of porn?
porn right now? Okay.
What type of porn you
My
watching?
favorite type of porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like missionary. Missionary
Really?
for the sole purpose of procreation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to watch almost porn. So it's like sort of in that same vein of very Christian. It's like there's the approach.
What?
And it's like no, I'm a Christian man.
I know
Can't do
better.
it.
Yeah, it's just tension.
All the tension, but the real love is for God.
Yeah.
Only 6 inches I've got once I leave for Jesus.
Boom.
leave
That's
6
what I like to hear.
What does that mean? 6
I don't know
inches
what that
for
means.
Jesus. What does that mean?
It means when you're like, you know, when you're like
is
dancing
that-
with someone, you have to
Oh
like
yeah,
leave.
can't
you have to
get a
leave space.
Bible between you two.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my
It also
God.
gives us a zone to operate within when we gasp.
Oh
God
man, yeah, I watch men.
Schlatt. Schlatt. The
Alex,
wording.
You ever been shaving your nuts and then it's like, ow, I cut them.
Oh, I do, but I do all the time. I'm all blood. I'm all blood below the dick. It's
Well, lucky for you. What the? Pretend you were sitting down eating the
That was
Wetzels.
probably the best way to
You
word
see,
that.
Cubbo, do you have to? Did you cross the street? Did you like cross traffic to get to this
so
kid?
that's all. The area we were in was an entirely walkable area. It's like just like an open. It's like a mall. It's like
Got it.
But I did jump over a bush and jumped
Oh.
out of the chair, and I didn't finish my pretzels. Like I was in the middle of eating, and I jumped and I ran, and then
Interesting.
Goes right
you
through
know.
Ted, I asked if you were crossing traffic because that's exactly what you want to do if a police dog is chasing you if you've committed a crime. If a dog is after you, they are so laser focused on you that you have to run through traffic and the dog will not care about the cars that are hitting it.
Is that your way to take
why
out
do
the
you know this
dog?
information?
I think I'm starting to have an idea of what this Texas
that's how
call
you
was
get
about
away.
earlier.
Schlatt's Google
How you get
history.
away.
How
If
to
an attack
escape.
dog is chasing you, you can either yell "Plat" at it because it speaks German and that means stop, or you just run into traffic and the thing dies because it doesn't care about the cars.
Well, realistically, if you're scared of the dog running at you and trying to bite you, what's the chance you're gonna not be looking back to see where the dog is for 1 second, and then you're gonna run into one of the cars? Either one of you are gonna lose, or both of you are gonna lose. Either the dog and you are gonna get hit, you're gonna get hit, or the dog's gonna get hit. One of those three events.
It's only looking at you.
So it's really just a gamble of who's better at Frogger, you or the attack dog.
Probably the attack dog, to
And
be
only
honest.
one of
Humans
you-
are clumsy.
And only one of you's got periphery.
If-
Let me tell you, that dog gets tunnel vision real quick. I've been massaging myself with a fucking knockoff theragun 24/7. Ah! What is this, a tattoo?
Whoa.
Twilight Sparkle?
Where the
My
hell
Little Pony?
Where the hell did
Why do you have that?
And for the audio listeners, which I love you to death. Schlatt does have a Twilight Sparkle tattoo.
He does have a big one on his arm. And he's
For the last.
God, that thing is. He had that on max speed.
I guess he's got a theragun. Can you explain what a theragun is to people who don't understand that?
Theragun is a gun that goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Burger ring time.
He's sort of losing his mind.
Don't make those sounds into the mic, Schlatt. I can hear those in my ear and it's uncomfortable.
I don't know if people do this in America, but bigger kids than you, and there aren't many bigger kids than me, but they would stand and they puff up their chest and they go, what?
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 So I'd be in the changing room.
That's a caricature. That's
Why do you have an eggplant?
There's no way that's real.
That's real.
What?
And so I'd be stood about. So I'd go, what?
What? That's not
Well,
real.
what they'd
Like,
say,
there's no way that could be real.
their lines were, and I would quit. They go, what? And then they go, this is the hard hitting one. This is when you knew I'm gonna get beaten the shit out of. They go, pussy hole. What? And then they always
Pussy
call you a
hole?
pussy hole. Yeah,
Pussy
that was the
bowl?
big one.
Pussy hole. Hole.
Oh,
Pussy
pussy
hole.
hole. Right,
Yeah.
that makes more sense.
Vagina, if you will. But they wouldn't say that.
They
and
call
they would.
pussy. Isn't that redundant?
This is,
Isn't that
What?
redundant at all?
no, they.
Women's genitalia.
This is.
You go up there, you say that to them. Intimidation
When he first did
tactics.
his face reveal, and it was like the smooth-faced hearts around, all over.
I remember.
Fan cam Schlatt, and that's how he goes. It's sort of like the smooth, normal SpongeBob, and he's walking throughout, and he's like smiling, having a good time, and then whenever he enters a room or anyone
I
sees
died
him,
that day.
it's like you died.
He
that
took
day.
he took one look at Twitter and said Shlazam.
What did
I
you?
knew something had to
Fully
change that day.
It was the first day too.
It was the first day.
It was the first moment.
day. Yeah. I face revealed the day I left for San Diego to TwitchCon in 2019. I spent the entire, even the Uber ride to the airport, I was like, fuck, does this guy know who I am now? Now that spent the entirety of my wait at the terminal like this. Like, I was actually terrified of what was happening. And I knew something had to change, so I got ugly.
Yeah.
Oh,
started feeling
yeah,
a
that solves
tingling.
everything.
Yeah, I
If
started
you feel like you're gonna be
feeling
noticed,
so
just become
out,
ugly, and you solve your
Destiny
problems
started
right there.
growing upon thy cheeks.
Exactly.
What? Genuinely one of the weirdest videos I've seen, but also probably one of the funniest compilation videos I've seen. This was good. Also, Schlatt, you watch the words with the men. You know there's reasons why people clip that, and I'm sure you know that you're doing it. But damn, it catches me off guard every single time. When there's a Schlatt compilation, I should just expect half of it automatically just to be about men, and then I'll pretty much get the entire compilation correct. Anyway, I'm gonna think about this whole thing. I'll be back to you guys with my full video thoughts. So, can we just appreciate the sheer dad energy that Ted had when he said,
Schlatt!
I mean, that stuff was absolutely amazing. I don't know where he got that kind of dad energy, but honestly, I am perfectly okay with seeing more of it, because it really just does sound like a father that's just disappointed that his son just said that, which is completely understandable. I've heard that a couple times. I really need context for that whole submissive and breedable part, because honestly, I have no idea what was going on there. You're sitting here 1 second, silence, some funny clips, and then you get to the submissive and breedable part, and you're just questioning it, because now they're asking Ludwig why he is, Schlatt why he is. Honestly, I don't even know. Someone please give me context to that. So that is where I'll leave today's video. So if you guys did like it, go on down to this video, a like and a comment down below. Also, while you're in the comments, leave something that you want me to check out. It's not going to happen for a few days because I'm going on vacation tomorrow. So yeah, if you do leave it down there, just expect me not to get to it for a little bit. Anyway though, I want to thank you all so much for watching today's video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.